Hello and welcome to this late afternoon taste challenge. I have two 45% alcohol, non-age stated rye whiskeys, both from the Commonwealth of Nations. All right, this is Hunter Rye, imported Hunter Rye. And it is, like I said, 45% alcohol. It's got this gray, black, and white label, similar to the regular Canadian Hunter. It uses the standard Sazerac, bottle. You've seen that so many times with ancient age and benchmark. Hunter Rye 90. There's a little write-up on the side. There's no website for it, so you can forget that. It says Sazerac.com. We love to hear from our customers, so they don't try to hide who's making it. It's bottled in Kentucky by Sazerac Company, Frankfort, Kentucky, at the Buffalo Trace Distillery. Hunter Rye 90 proof has been crafted to deliver the perfect balance of rye, spice, and smooth finish. It goes best with the great outdoors, the light of the stars, or just sitting around a warm fire, swapping stories with friends, or doing a taste challenge. Now I added that. I bought this at Liquor Warehouse in Arlington, Texas. Liquor Warehouse on Texas State Highway 180 westbound. So it's easy to find that place, and it's an amazing place. And I found this bottle for $11.99 in 2021, and I had to get it. Okay, here's Johnnie Walker High Rye, blended Scotch whiskey, produced under a royal warrant as an official whiskey of the British royal family. King Charles III, King of Scotland, King of Bermuda, King of Canada, where this is made, King of the Turks and Caicos Islands, and other realms and territories around the world. All right. Got my label straight. No age statement. Now, I know this one is 60% rye, and the other 40% is made up of wheat and malted barley. I don't know what their percentages are, but it's 60% rye, and it's got single malts coming from various single malt distilleries, such as Cardew, Tiananich, Kaula, Kleinelish, and Glenkinchie. I think Cameron Bridge is a grain whiskey distillery. I'll have to double check that, but I think so. And so there's no Johnnie Walker distillery. All right. Johnnie Walker does not make whiskey. They only blend it and they bottle it. And they've actually never made whiskey. They just blend it and bottle it. They buy, well, now Diageo is the parent company. Diageo Johnnie Walker now, since I don't know when. And they own all these distilleries that I listed, so they don't buy it. They just transport it from there. Wesley Estheimer says, "What's up, Ron? Still staying sober myself, although I've wanted to drink a little. I was under the weather, so it made sense to me." Well, staying sober is a good idea. I'm doing little taste challenges. I got off of work. I worked over 8 hours today, and I got off of work, and I drank a Outlaw Mile High Light Lager, which is only 4.2, very light. And then I drank a pint of, now it's 12 ounce. Then I drank a pint of, had about 2 ounces of wine, white wine, just 2 ounces. That was right after work. And then I drank a pint of Old English 800 brand malt liquor, 5.9%. And now this. So yeah, staying sober is a good idea. This drunken behavior that some people engage in is a bad idea. Just constantly getting drunk and acting crazy and forgetting what you're doing. It's bad. It's a balancing act. You want to be responsible, and I agree with that responsible drinking thing. But some people it's just okay. These are both amber. It's just not good. It's like they have trouble finding a middle ground. So maybe better not to get involved with it, I guess. I asked a friend recently if he heard of SoCo, and he thought I meant sake. Yeah, Southern Comfort. I'll show you what I have on websites. I did a Google search, Hunter Rye, and it gave me an AI, artificial intelligence review. Pretty interesting, huh? Hunter Rye may refer to Canadian Hunter Rye, Canadian whiskey, or Hunter and Scott Rye, a wheated rye whiskey from Virginia, was the second option. So they gave you the first option. This is Google AI. A light amber color Canadian whiskey with a medium to full body. Yep, that's correct. I think they give you links here where they found the information. Has flavors of maple sugar, vanilla, praline, and spice. I don't know about the praline. Maybe, and that contains, pralines contain pecans. So has a dry yet fruity taste with a warming of rye husk, pepper, and mineral. Now, I think they're opening it a little too heavily. A good choice for cocktails. Produced by Seagram's, which is owned by Sazerac. Well, actually, they do own that distillery. It's now called Old Montreal Distillery. The label features Alaskan motifs such as Eskimos and sled dogs. Alaskan motifs. I'm pretty sure that's Northwest Territories of Canada motifs, not Alaska. It's Canadian Hunter Rye. This may have been introduced in 1984 along with its big brother, Canadian Hunter, but I don't know that. But it could have been just as a low profile product, which it still is. There's Hunter Rye. Okay, they're getting this from the sell sheet. Okay, this is Sazerac talk right now. Light amber aromas and flavors of maple sugar, praline, vanilla, and spice with dry yet fruity. Okay, what I just read. So it's all coming from Specs liquor store in Texas, and Specs is not writing. This is not a write-up from them. This is coming from Sazerac, and they're giving it to the distributor. It's pretty obvious. Okay. I don't know why they don't promote it, but they don't. But you'll see it around, not too much. If you look really hard in Louisiana, you'll find it. In Texas, it's a little bit more common. Of course, Texas has a lot more people. What, close to 20 million, and we don't even have 5 million here. High Rye blended Scotch whiskey from Johnnie Walker. A revolutionary blend of 60% rye aged in American oak barrels with notable single malts from distillers such as Cardew. They use in first fill American barrels, and they're also using, they're aging it also in used barrels. Now, what portion of this is aged in the used barrels and what components of this aged in the new barrels? First fill. We don't know. They're not very specific about it. So it's a mystery, actually. Quite a mystery. I know you're not one to take shots. You're right about that. But honestly, I was surprised how easy shots of whiskey goes down. I would avoid that kind of stuff. To tell you the truth, this is me talking. I don't speak for other people, but I don't see that. I don't see that as a good idea. That's just me. People can do whatever they want, but me doing shots it does not happen. Now, some people will say you're a ninny, you're a titty baby, you don't want to have any fun. You want to do your little tastings and try stuff, and you don't want to drink too much. Yeah, that's all true. And if you want to ridicule it, I don't care. It makes no difference to me. I do like to taste the stuff, and but to say getting wild and drinking heavy, I don't care about it. I'm not into it. People ask me all the time, what do you do about hangovers? I say I don't get any. I don't do anything about them. It does not applicable to me. And they'll say, well, back when you were in college and y'all were partying, what did you drink? Well, I was in college. Yes, I was in college, but I wasn't partying and I wasn't drinking. I used to drink soft drinks, soda pop in college. My interest was graduating, uh, which I did in 3.5 years. And I used to like to go to a lot of games, like football games. That was my interest. LSU, Louisiana State University, and stuff like that. The Saints. I'm just telling you the truth. How much snow is still on the ground, says Joe Hill. There's a little bit, but it's 95% gone. I'm looking at snow on the roof right now. There's snow in my backyard, but I bet you by the time I wake up, it'll be gone because it's going to only get down to 46 tonight, and that's above freezing, so it'll melt. Correct, Wesley. To each their own. To do what you want to do, but for every action, there's a reaction. So it's there's. I know people that eat a lot. They eat everything they want to eat this, eat that. Everything's about eating, eating, eating. Well, fine, but then they have a weight problem, and then they tell me I need to lose weight. I agree with them. I don't say that, like, yeah, you're right. I'll just be like thinking, but it's never going to happen because the next thing you know, they're eating some huge volume of food, and I'm like, nah, that's not going to happen. It's just it's a matter of trade-offs. Trade-offs. You got to take one or take the other. You can't have both. Okay, time. Thoughts on the JFK recordings being unsealed? Oh, records. I mean, you mean to say record? Yeah, I think it's a good thing. Now, will it reveal anything that interesting? I don't know. I don't know what's in the records. I hope it may just be the same old thing, but maybe it'll be some surprises. Like my father said 2 days ago, if they actually do it. I said, right. So yeah. All right. Now on to this. It's sort of rich, like they're saying on the thing, what I showed you. But it's mostly just like a pungent rye, minty rye bread. It's very bread. I'm not sure which one it is. Let's go over here. They're both 90 proof, so I can't use alcohol as a cheat sheet. I can't use like, oh, I'll just, sometimes you can kind of like think which one's higher proof and you can nail it on that. But I can't do that here. And I can't do aging because I don't know. Neither one has an age statement, so I can't. I mean, I looked all around this Hunter Rye. Sometimes Sazerac will list the age real small on the neck, but it's nothing. No, it's at least 3 years, but both of them were at least 3 years. I don't know. I'm amazed how much I still have left. I can't believe it's lasted that long. I thought it'd be gone by now. Almost 4 years. Less pungent, less aromatic in the nose, but still pretty aromatic. But I'm thinking, this is thinking, but not being certain. This is theoretic. This is theory more than fact, obviously. I think this one is probably the Hunter Rye because I'm thinking Hunter Rye is probably a little more dull. Now, it's got a great advantage for itself, though, at this moment because it's only $11.99. Well, at the time of purchase, I can't say what it is now. I paid $11.99, which to me was a great deal. I only paid $19.99 for the Johnnie Walker High Rye. That's not the normal price. You look on Total Wine, it's $31.99. $31.99. Here, I paid $19.99 at Walmart. I don't know why Walmart has this so cheap. I'm not going to go ask them, why do you have it so cheap? Because none of the people working there would know either. They would say, well, what? What do you mean? Hey, everyone, says Booze on the Brain. Dr. Frosty Brew says, cheers, Jay, Dusk Busters. Yeah, it's Dusk Busters. Right here at dusk. That's a strange word, isn't it? Dusk. Dusk. Okay, here we go with the taste. Then it's basketball time. My team won. Southeastern Louisiana University. They won. They really pummeled that team. And that's 6 wins in a row, a 6-game winning streak, and I'm very excited. Tulane won. Very happy about that. LSU tonight, they'll probably lose again. They're on the road to Alabama. That doesn't sound very promising. We're not even going to talk about the LSU women for what happened to them yesterday afternoon. Running into that South Carolina buzzsaw. I was watching that after about 3 minutes. I thought they'll never win. Okay. But they gave it a good effort. This one is aromatic on the nose, which would be where it's aromatic, obviously, but the flavor is a little bland. It's got the grains, rye. What are the other grains? Probably corn and wheat, maybe some malt. Canadian whiskey, you know how they're constructed that way. Canadian whiskeys are usually like bourbon, basically like bourbon, but they can't call it that because it's the law. But they're not really that different, except that they can add flavoring and bourbon can't. So I guess that's a pretty big difference. But I mean, I'm talking about the grain, you know, it's like same kind of construction, more or less. This one tastes fine. It's not exciting or anything, but it tastes good. It's nothing I would go bragging about. Certainly wouldn't be angry about it. Oh, I thought I picked up a little candy note. $8 difference. So yeah, like I said, Hunter Rye's got the advantage at the moment, being so much cheaper. Okay, flavor differences. I would say minimal. Are these very different one to another? They might be, but I'm not seeing it. So I would save the $8 and buy the Hunter Rye, or in most people's case, the $20 and buy Hunter Rye, because most of the places where you shop, the Johnnie Walker High Rye is going to be easily $20 more instead of the $8 difference I ran into. But I wouldn't pay the extra $20. No way. Honestly, I wouldn't pay anything extra. And I'll taste them again, but I'm not seeing any need to go upscale on this. Yeah, mint, little, I say candy cane, but what's candy cane? And peppermint and sugar. So it's the same mint kind of thing, sweet, sugary, minty thing. Yeah. Yep. What are your picks for the games tomorrow? Honestly, I don't know. I would say probably the Redskins beating the Eagles, just because Jaden Daniels is like an unstoppable force at the moment. Now, next year when the defenses figure him out, all the defense coordinators are over the summertime figure him out. He might be like he might end up like Zach Prescott and all these other people that are so great their first year where they scramble, those scrambling quarterbacks. But you haven't noticed scrambling quarterbacks only really do great their first year. And then when they just like that guy with the Eagles back in the late 80s, early 90s, what was his name? Another one. Can't remember. But when they start to study their tendencies and start to they understand their patterns, and then they shut them down. It's usually what happens. They don't do anything. They're second, third, fourth, fifth year. Then they start getting hurt all the time because they're running around. But I think this year they're still under that shock and awe of him. So now Kansas City is going to take the American Football Conference championship, and then maybe they'll win a third in a row. Oh, well, why not? They were in the first Super Bowl. Let them win them all. All right. I'm just kidding. I say don't count Mahomes out. Anybody that would is crazy. Cheers, everyone. Cheers to you, Matthew. Eagles will win. Oh, no, I just said I don't think they're going to win. Eagses. But if they win, I don't care because I don't have any great devotion to the Redskins or the Eagles. If they win, lose, doesn't matter. It's a team, win, lose, don't can't be a tie. Um, this one has a little bit more. How do I describe this? I don't think I can describe it. It's a very strange twang to it. I want to say like medicine, but it's not medicine. It's like herbs or like herbal, like some kind of strange herbal character. I don't think they're adding herbs to it, but I guess it would be a natural flavor. It's very odd. It's unique. It doesn't taste like any other rye I've been working on this last week or and a half. I remember Brady and Belichick used to come up with these intricate trick plays right when the teams thought they knew their plays. I remember. I remember. Some of these old coaches need to just retire. They want to recapture the dream, and it ain't gonna happen. But hey, if you want to do it, Pete Carroll and Belichick, no, y'all want to relive the dream. I can't tell you no. The Rolling Stones are still around. You know, they say they got a new tour coming up. It's called the Geriatric. I'm not making fun of elderly people. I find it amazing that they would still be doing these concerts. And I guess they're going to get sponsored by Just for Men. Just for Men probably be the corporate sponsor for the next Rolling Stones tour because I never seen people that old with their hair jet black. But this ain't 1975. But I know it's only rock and roll, and I like it. And I was born in a crossfire hurricane, so I think I have the right to comment on that. But anyway, now I am speaking unanimously, and I'm unanimous in that. I think this is the Johnnie Walker High Rye. I got it. I got it. I did it. I did it. And why? Because I'm such a great taster? No. I did it because this one is so strange. I'm telling you now, I was laughing that off. Like the last week, I was laughing that off. I said, anybody that says this product has smoke is a lunatic, a nutcase, a crazy man. You're so dumb. But now, the last 2 times I tried it, you say you're getting smoke, huh? I am getting smoke, and I can't believe it. I want to believe it. I know I need to believe it. It's important to believe it, but I can't believe it that I would detect smoke the last 2 times. But there it is. Maybe you have to get down lower in the bottle to get the smoke. Hunter Rye is, now I know what it is. It's almonds. And Johnny LA always says these Canadian whiskeys taste like almond extract. Almonds. Greg Almond. I'm no angel. Let me show you my tattoo. Let me rock your cradle. No, but as a comic in all seriousness, I'm serious though. Right now, I'm being serious. I think it has that kind of almond flavor. Now they talk about pralines and some people say pralines. To us, it's pralines. In Louisiana, they say pralines. But and pecans, not pecans. They say pecans. But I don't know about the pecans and the praline, but I would say almonds, which it's just nutty. When they talk about nuts and sugar and all, yeah, it has all that. So is it a good product? Certainly is a good product. I would rather drink this than a Canadian Hunter. Although I do like the Hunter now, Canadian Hunter, I like it, but it's not as good as the Rye. The Rye's got it beat. Only problem is you can't hardly find it. Can't hardly find it. Oh well, I found it in Texas one time. This one is common. Now Johnnie Walker High Rye, that's easy to find. That takes no effort. So that's going to end the taste challenge series. I only got it wrong twice, so that puts me at what, 13 and 2? I believe that's what it is. 13. I think it's 13 wins out of 15 challenges. I'll double check, but it's something like that. Well, that's not too bad. It's not perfect, obviously. Now, get ready, folks. Do I drink Southern Comfort? I don't drink it. I really don't drink any liquor. I just do taste challenges. I don't say, let me sit down and drink whiskey. I don't. Now, I have many friends that do, but I would, says Paul Clark. I would do it because I like Southern Comfort. I think it's quality. They use spirit whiskey, which is a different type of whiskey. I don't have a problem with it. Some people got a problem with Southern Comfort, like, oh, Southern Comfort, oh no. The 70 proof, what they got, the 90 proof, and the black label is the 100 proof. There's 3 proofs. There's 3 different, there's a red, a black, and a white label. The white label is the 70, the original. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I like it. If I was going to sip on it, I would pull it out the freezer though. I would put it in the freezer overnight. I think Southern Comfort is better ice cold. But yeah, I don't have any problem with it. I like those herbs and spices that they add to it. Hector Gaiman says, oh yeah, Hector, I watched all your beer reviews. I was about to do a Tecate review, but as soon as I opened the can, it exploded and spilled almost the whole 12 ounces. I'm sorry to hear that. How is your day going? It's going fine. I had to work all day. I got to work at 5:50 something, 5:50 something. I didn't get home till after 2. Okay, now get ready, everybody. Get ready. People, get ready. Get ready. Because starting tomorrow or maybe Monday, but definitely this week, God willing, we have bourbon back. Bourbon is back. Now, do I have the best bourbon? Well, no, not actually. I have Bird Dog bourbon. Now, I went to Mathern's today. They had Bird Dog blueberry. No, blackberry. No, what they had? Bird Dog blackberry, Bird Dog apple, Bird Dog peach. I think one was salted caramel. I don't want to drink any of those. I have no interest in those products. But I mean, I'm not against them. I'm sure they probably taste really good. But I bought Bird Dog bourbon, Kentucky bourbon. Why? Why did I buy that? Oh, I'll tell you why. Because Walmart had it on closeout for $10, full size bottle, $10. That's why I bought it. Is it a great product? Not exactly. Is it a bad product? Absolutely not. Is it sort of just like a ho-hum product? Yeah, it's just sort of like regular, which an average bourbon is still going to taste really good. In other words, if it's just a run-of-the-mill average bourbon, it's still going to taste really nice. So yeah, they call it the Irish Setter. If you look on like review sites, they call it the Irish Setter because they got a pic. There's a photograph of a dog on there, an Irish Setter. So it's nicknamed the Irish Setter. But I'm going to put it into taste challenges with all the other bourbons I have. Don't know how it's going to. I really have no prediction. Don't know how it's going to do. Might fail. I think it'll be competitive. Don't know that. I think it will be. Then I'm going to go to American blended whiskey. And I've got Kentucky Gold, which might have been discontinued. They're not listing it on Heaven Hill website anymore. Of course, that doesn't mean anything. They might produce it, but I don't know. They're pretty comprehensive on their website. But oh well, if it's discontinued, no loss. The world will definitely survive that. But I got the cheapest price for it, $1.99 for a half-size bottle. That's like giving it away. So I'm going to be competitive in blended whiskey, and then we'll double back to bourbon. So we'll go back to bourbon coming up in about a month, and that's probably going to be Gooderham and Worts. I found a whole liter, you know, that's the bar bottle, bar room liquor lounge bottle. And about 4 years ago, they had a bottles, mini bottles of Gooderham and Worts Kentucky straight bourbon for $8. I said, $8 for a whole liter? Well, of course, I couldn't pass that up. That's a very old company. They used to have their own distillery in Canada, but that's all gone. Well, it's actually, I think the distillery is still there. It's owned by somebody else, got a different name. But it was a really famous Canadian / American distilling company, but it's all just gone now. Somebody bought the rights to the name, but I mean, for $8 a liter, who wouldn't buy it? I did. I'd have been mad. I'd have been out of my mind not to. Now, is it any good? This I do not know. I've never had it. I've never read a single review. I've never watched a video review, but we'll see what happens. On to Canadian whiskey, and that'll probably be around March. It'll probably be March. I can't see getting. I mean, I'm prolific with these videos. I do a lot, but I can doing it that fast. Uh, uh, I was about to do it. Oh yeah, I read that. Walmart has pretty good prices. Oh yeah, they have really good prices, definitely. But they don't sell alcohol here in Pennsylvania. Yeah, that's a shame. It really is a shame because in Louisiana, Walmart sells beer, wine, and liquor. Beer, wine, and liquor. And they have fabulous prices, like amazing prices. Oh, it's so wonderful to go in there and see those prices. All right, well, y'all take care now, and over and out. See you tomorrow or maybe Sunday. All right, bye-bye.